So today we are going to discuss profit and loss on disposal of asset or profit and loss on sale of asset. Sir, what type of asset? Your fixed asset. Sir, what type of fixed asset? Depreciable fixed asset. So that means profit and loss on sale of depreciable fixed asset. Okay, so in that case let us understand provision for depreciation account. Sir, if provision for depreciation account is not maintained, your provision for depreciation account is maintained. Sir, what is the meaning of provision for depreciation account? Let us understand. Let's say we are having a company ABC Limited. So in that ABC Limited, they purchased an asset. So as they purchased an asset, this asset is nothing but your fixed asset. This fixed asset is nothing but your depreciable fixed asset. So in that case, our examples would be your building, machineries, furniture and all. So these are nothing but your depreciable fixed asset. So as the company purchased the depreciable fixed asset, so in that case, as this company is using this fixed asset for the purpose of generating the revenue, so in that case, these fixed assets need to be depreciated. Yes or no? So this depreciation is nothing but decrease in the value, which is nothing but our expired cost. So as this is nothing but your expired cost, we are supposed to record in our books of accounts. Yes or no? As we are supposed to record this depreciation in our books of accounts, so upon recording this journal entry, depreciation journal entry, as we know, the journal entry would be a depreciation account debit to it should be your asset. Yes or no? So depreciation account debit to asset account. So this journal entry we are recording as per the matching concept. Yes or no? As the expenses should match with the revenue. So as per the matching concept, so we are recording this journal entry in the books of assets. Yes or no? And we are supposed to record it. So let us understand here. Whenever the company purchases an asset, the company can follow two methods. Sir, what type of two methods? Let us concentrate here. After purchasing the asset, the company can follow the cost basis or cost method or your net basis. Sir, what is the meaning of cost basis and what is the meaning of net basis? So let us understand here. After purchasing the asset, if the company wants to maintain the fixed assets at their historical cost, if the company wants to maintain the assets at historical cost in their account. So if the company wants to maintain the fixed assets, at a historical cost, then the cost basis is followed. So when cost basis is followed, as you are maintaining your asset at a historical cost itself, so that means as we need to record this journal entry, so depreciation account debit to asset account, when you are following the cost basis, in that case, first of all, this depreciation account debit to asset should be credited on the asset side. Yes or no? By depreciation But as the company is following cost basis, in that case the asset account would be maintained at historical cost only. That is the meaning. Sir, what is the meaning of that? That means the asset account would be maintained at original cost, and you are not supposed to record your depreciation on the credit side. Sir, as you said, as per the matching concept, we are supposed to depreciate the asset. Yes, sir, no. But when the company follows the cost basis, there is no depreciation here. Then we are violating this concept principle. So we are violating this principle. So in that case, as there is a conflict here, instead of transferring your depreciation on the credit side of your asset account, we are maintaining a separate account. That separate account is nothing but your provision for depreciation account. Sir, why we are preparing the provision for depreciation account? The logic behind preparing the provision for depreciation account is nothing but when the company wants to follow the cost basis, the provision for depreciation account is prepared. Sir, what is the logic behind that? The logic is nothing but when the company wants to maintain the assets at original cost only, they are not transferring the depreciation to assets account. That's it. So instead of transferring or instead of crediting the depreciation on the asset account, so we are transferring it to a separate account. That is nothing but your provision for depreciation account. So in that case, instead of depreciation account debit to asset, the journal entry would be depreciation account debit to provision for depreciation account. So in our provision for depreciation account, as the provision for depreciation account was credited, so on the credit side by depreciation. That's it. So let us understand this asset was purchased in 2018. Let us assume this asset was purchased on 2018. So we are supposed to depreciate the asset in 2018, in 2019, in 2020, and also let us assume we are supposed to depreciate the asset in 2021. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4. So we are supposed to depreciate the asset for 4 years. Yes or no? So as we are supposed to depreciate the asset for 4 years, so instead of recording two depreciation in the year of 18, two depreciation instead of 19, two depreciation instead of 20, two depreciation instead of 21, instead of all of this, as we are maintaining the assets at historical cost, no depreciation would be recorded on the credit side of asset. Instead, it would be transferred to the provision for depreciation account for 2018, by depreciation 2019, by depreciation 2020, and by depreciation 2021. So instead of transferring this depreciation to your asset account, we are transferring this depreciation to a separate account called as your provision for depreciation account. The reason behind that, the company wants to maintain the assets at historical cost. That's it. The asset would always represent the purchase value. That's it. No depreciation in your asset account. So this is the reason we are preparing for provision for depreciation account. Now let us come. So let us assume in 2021. In 2021, the asset was sold. Let us assume in 2021 the asset was sold. So in that case, whenever the asset was sold, there could be some profit or loss. Yes or no? So as there could be some profit or loss, to calculate the profit or loss on asset account, the asset should be depreciated. Yes or no? So your original cost minus depreciation would be your written down value. Yes or no? So out of the if the sale price is more than written down value, that would be your profit on sale of asset. If the written down value is more than your sale price, or sale price is less than your written down value, that would be your loss on sale. So to calculate, either it could be a profit or loss on sale of asset, the asset should be brought down to its written down value. So to bring down your asset to your written down value, that is to know the profit or loss, upon selling. So that means in 2021, upon selling, this provision for depreciation account, whatever the balance in the provision for depreciation account would be transferred to your asset account. So that means upon selling, ultimately the asset was brought down to your written down value, and you would know your profit or loss. Yes or no? So this is your concept number 1. Yes or no? Now let us continue. This is when the company wants to maintain the asset at historical cost. The next concept is, or next basis is nothing but your net basis. Sir, what is the meaning of net basis? Your net basis is nothing but, as we are supposed to record the journal entry depreciation account debit to asset account. So here, if you are following as per your cost basis, the asset wouldn't be depreciated. Yes or no? So that means your depreciation you are not recording. But in case of your net basis, as this is a net basis, so your depreciation, so to bank upon purchase, as you are purchasing. So on the credit side, you are depreciating your asset. So this is nothing but your net basis. This is what we are following in our regular chapters. So this is your an extra. Okay, so this asset, the asset concept would be dealt in a separate video. So before that, as we need to understand this concept, profit or loss on disposal asset, so I am just giving you a brief. Let us continue now. Let us continue with our topic. Now, sir, what is our topic? So our topic is nothing but profit or loss on sale of asset, or profit or loss on disposal of asset. To understand that concept, let us continue. If to know the profit or loss on sale of asset, as we are supposed to record the journal entries, first of all we need to check whether the provision for depreciation account is maintained or not maintained. Whether it is maintained or not maintained. Sir, whenever the provision for depreciation account is maintained as per our example, so instead of transferring the depreciation to credit side of asset, it would be transferred to a separate account called as your provision for depreciation account. Yes or no? But when you are not following, or when you are not maintaining provision for depreciation account, the depreciation would be on the credit side of your asset account. Yes or no? Now continue. Provision for depreciation account is not maintained. So when the provision for depreciation account is not maintained, and the asset disposal account, if a asset disposal account is maintained, asset disposal account is not maintained. Asset disposal account is not maintained. Sir, what is the meaning of asset disposal account? Let us concentrate here. Let us understand with our topic. So let's come here. Sir, what is the meaning of asset disposal account, and why are we preparing the asset disposal account? The primary reason or the main reason for preparing asset disposal account is to know the profit or loss on sale of asset. The only reason, or the primary reason, or the main reason for preparing an asset disposal account is to know the profit or loss on sale of asset. That's it. That's the only reason. So as you're preparing some asset disposal account, means this asset disposal account is maintained or prepared for the purpose of knowing the profit or loss on asset. Yes or no? So in that case, the asset account the asset account would be transferred to asset disposal account. As you're preparing the asset disposal account for the purpose of knowing the profit or loss on a sale of asset, yes or no? So in that case, as you're preparing a separate account for that purpose, the asset would be closed and it would be transferred to that account. Okay, now when asset disposal account is maintained, as you're maintaining a separate account to know the profit or loss, so in the year of sale, the asset account would be transferred to this account. For what purpose? To know the profit or loss account. Profit or loss. Now continue. So as we are maintaining the asset disposal account, so your first transaction would be transferring your asset to asset disposal account. Transferring your asset to asset disposal account. Why we are transferring, sir? Because in the year of sale, as we want to know the profit or loss on the sale of asset, for that particular purpose, we are having a particular account. So that is the reason we are closing the asset in the year of sale and we are transferring the asset account to that particular account. So upon transferring, so what is the journal entry? As we are transferring the asset account to asset disposal account, so your journal entry would be asset disposal account debit to asset account upon transferring. Next transaction. So sir, as you are transferring, let us understand here. So as you are transferring the asset to your asset disposal account to know the profit or loss on sale of the asset, yes or no? For the purpose of knowing the profit or loss on the asset, you are transferring it to asset disposal account, yes or no? So as we are transferring the asset to asset disposal account, so we need to provide the current year's depreciation, yes or no? So for providing the current year's depreciation, so what is the journal entry, sir? For providing the current year's depreciation, the journal entry would be depreciation account in general depreciation account. General depreciation journal entry. What is the journal entry for generally? The depreciation account debit to, it should be asset. Yes or no? In general, for a depreciation, what is the journal entry? The journal entry is nothing but depreciation account debit to asset account. But we have already closed our asset. And we have transferred the asset to which account? Sorry. We have transferred it to which account? We have transferred our asset to which account? Asset disposal account. So this asset disposal account is prepared to know the profit or loss account. Profit or loss on sale of asset. Yes or no? So upon providing the depreciation for current year, that means in the year of sale, so it should be transferred to, was it to asset account or asset disposal account? It should be transferred to asset account or asset disposal account? It should be transferred to your asset disposal account. Asset disposal account. Sir, why are we transferring it to asset disposal account? Why not your asset account? Because the asset was already closed. The asset would be closed and it would be transferred to your asset disposal account in the year of sale. So that means in the year of sale, there would be some depreciation also, yes or no? So that depreciation should be transferred to your asset disposal account instead of your asset account, because the asset account was already closed and it was already transferred. Next one, C. Sale of asset. So upon sale, what is the journal entry, sir? In general, upon selling an asset, what is the journal entry? The journal entry would be cash or bank. Upon selling an asset, what is the journal entry? Cash or bank account debit to asset account. Yes or no? In general, the journal entry would be bank or cash to asset account. But we are preparing a separate account. We are preparing a separate account that is nothing but asset disposal account, and your asset was already transferred to your asset disposal account. Yes or no? There is no more asset account. So instead of asset account, upon sale, what is the journal entry? The journal entry would be bank account debit to, it should be asset account only, but this is our special account. So as we need to know the profit or loss on sale of fixed asset, we prepared a separate account. For that purpose, we have already closed our fixed asset and we have already transferred to our separate or particular asset. So in that case, as there is no more an asset, there is only asset disposal account. So upon selling, bank account debit to asset disposal account. Sir, why not asset account? Sir, why not asset account? Sir, because the asset was already transferred to your asset disposal account, because this is nothing but the year in which the asset is sold. So for that purpose, as we are maintaining a separate account, the asset account was already closed and it was already transferred. So that means the current year's depreciation would be recorded in your asset disposal account, and upon sale, the journal entry would be recorded in your asset disposal account only. So these two transactions would be in your asset disposal account instead of asset account. Next one. Whenever there is a sale, there could be either profit, there could be or either loss. Yes or no? There could be profit or loss. So in that case, if there is profit on sale. So if there is a profit on sale on asset account or asset, what is the journal entry? The journal entry would be asset account debit to profit and loss account. Yes or no? If there is a profit on sale of asset, the general entry would be your asset account debit to P&L account. But there is no more an asset in our company because the asset account was already closed. So instead of asset account, we need to transfer it to a separate account called as our asset disposal account. So the journal entry would be asset disposal account debit to profit and loss account. Yes, sir. Why not asset account? Why not asset account? Because the asset account was already closed. That is the only reason. Next one, there could be the loss also. Yes or no? So in that case, the journal entry in case of loss on sale. Please mind the gap. There is no space. I'm writing here. So the journal entry would be in general upon loss on sale of asset. What is the journal entry in case of generally? In general cases, the journal entry would be P&L or profit or loss account debit to asset account. Yes or no? In general. But as the asset account was already closed, it should be transferred to a separate account called as your asset disposal account. Yes or no? So the journal entry would be P&L, profit and loss account debit to, it should be asset. Yes or no? But as we are having a particular asset, so we are transferring it to a particular asset account. So the journal entry would be, instead of a P&L account debit to asset account, it would be P&L account debit to asset disposal account. That's it. So this is your, so these are your journal entries. Upon sale of fixed asset. So upon sale of fixed asset. So when you're selling a fixed asset, in that case, first of all, we are supposed to check whether the provision for depreciation account was prepaid or not prepaid. If the provision for depreciation account is not maintained, in that case, and if the asset disposal account is maintained, the asset disposal account is maintained only for the purpose of knowing whether there is a profit or loss on sale of assets. So in that case, so as we are preparing a separate account for the purpose of knowing the profit or loss, so in the year of sale, the asset would be transferred to a separate account called as your asset disposal account. So in that case, as we are closing our asset account, so there would be no more asset account in your journal entries, in your further journal entries. So current year's depreciation. So why are we providing our current year depreciation? Because in the year of sale, at the end of the year, you are supposed to depreciate the asset. Yes or no? As you are supposed to depreciate the asset, so the journal entry would be depreciation account debit to asset account. But instead of asset account, we are transferring it to asset disposal account because the asset account was already closed. Next one, sale of asset. So upon sale, in general, the journal entry would be bank or cash account debit to asset account. But as the asset account was already closed, instead of transferring it to asset account, we are transferring it to separate account called as your asset disposal account. That's it. We are just replacing your asset with asset disposal account. That's it. Upon profit on sale, in general, upon profit on sale, in general, the journal entry would be asset account debit to P&L account. But as the asset account was already closed, we are replacing the asset account with asset disposal account. That's it. As the asset account was already closed. Now, loss on sale of asset. What is the journal entry? The general journal entry would be P&L account debit to asset account. But as the asset account was already closed, instead of asset account, we are transferring it to a separate account called as our asset disposal account. That's it. Now let us continue. If the asset disposal account is not maintained, in that case, instead of your asset disposal account, it should be asset account. So let us continue. So as you are not maintaining your asset disposal account, there wouldn't be any transfers. We are not going to transfer to any account because there is no more asset disposal account. So in that case, so your first transaction would be for providing current year depreciation. Sir, why not transferring the asset to asset disposal account? Because we are not maintaining it. We are not maintaining any separate account. Yes or no? So that's the only reason. So your first transaction would be current year's depreciation. So the journal entry would be depreciation account debit to, you are not maintaining your asset disposal account. Yes or no? So the journal entry would be general journal entry. Depreciation account debit to asset account. That's it. Next one. Your next transaction would be sale of asset. Upon sale of asset, what is the journal entry? What is the journal entry, sir? The journal entry would be bank account debit or cash account debit, whatever it could be. Bank account debit to, as you are not maintaining a separate account, the entry should be passed through the asset account only. Bank account debit to asset account. Next one. So as you are selling the asset, either it could be a profit or it could be a loss. So in case of profit on sale, the journal entry would be asset account debit to P&L account. That's it. Sir, there could be a loss. In case of loss on sale. If there is a loss on sale, so the journal entry would be P&L account debit to asset account. So this is your concept when the profit or when you are supposed to calculate profit or loss on disposal of asset, and if there is no provision for depreciation account. So when there is no provision for depreciation account, in that case, if the asset disposal account is maintained, so your first transaction would be to transfer the asset to asset disposal account, and the remaining would be common. That is nothing but your current year depreciation, sale, your profit and loss. These all we know. Regular journal entries. So now let us understand when the asset disposal account is not maintained. So please concentrate. As the asset disposal account is not maintained, your first transaction wouldn't be there. Yes or no? That is nothing but you're transferring the asset to disposal. As we are not maintaining, there would be no more you're transferring entry for asset to asset disposal. And for providing the current year depreciation, the journal entry would be asset account debit to depreciation account debit to asset account. For providing the current year's depreciation, the journal entry would be depreciation account debit to asset account. If you are maintaining the asset disposal, so it would be replaced with asset disposal. Please concentrate. Here it is asset disposal. Here it is asset. Sir, upon sale, what is the journal entry? Bank or cash account debit to your asset account. What we know, what we are following. But if you are maintaining an asset disposal account, a particular account, so in that case, your asset would be replaced with a particular account, that is nothing but asset disposal account. If there is a profit on sale, the journal entry would be asset account debit to P&L account. If there is a particular account, it would be replaced with asset disposal. If there is a loss, P&L account debit to asset account. Sir, if you are following a separate, or if you are maintaining a separate account, so it would be transferred to your separate account, that is nothing but your asset disposal account. Are you getting? So this is the concept when the provision for depreciation account is not maintained, and when the asset disposal account is maintained and not maintained. Okay, I hope you all understood. Let's continue with our next thing. The other side. So this is nothing but when provision for a depreciation account is maintained. Sir, what is the meaning of provision for depreciation account? Sir, for what purpose we are preparing our provision for depreciation account? The provision for depreciation account is maintained only when the company wants to maintain the fixed assets at original cost. If the company wants to maintain the fixed assets at original cost itself, in that case, the company, instead of transferring the depreciation to the credit side of asset account, the separate account is maintained, that is nothing but your provision for depreciation account. That's it. Now, when provision for depreciation account is maintained, okay, I'm continuing from here, please watch it. If the provision for depreciation account is maintained, and your asset disposal account, if asset disposal account is maintained and if asset disposal account is not maintained, your asset disposal account is maintained and your asset disposal account is not maintained. Okay, let us continue. Your first transaction when asset disposal account is maintained. Sir, what purpose we are preparing your asset disposal account? Only to know the profit or loss on sale of the asset. Yes, sir. So in that case, in the year of sale, this asset should be transferred to that separate account. Yes, sir. No. So upon transferring asset account to asset disposal account. Upon transferring the asset to asset disposal account. So upon transferring, as we are transferring the asset to asset disposal account, so the journal entry would be asset disposal account debit, to, we are transferring our asset, we are closing our asset disposal account. Yes or no? Now let's continue. Next one. So please concentrate here. So the next transaction should be for current year depreciation. Yes or no? For the next transaction should be current year's depreciation. Yes, but whenever you are maintaining a provision for depreciation account, means the asset account wouldn't be credited with the depreciation. Yes or no? Whenever you are supposed to maintain your provision for depreciation account, means the original cost, the asset would be maintained at original cost. Yes or no? That means the depreciation which you are supposed to be credited on the asset account, you are not crediting. Instead of that, you are crediting to a provision for depreciation account. Yes or no? So that means the asset account is not credited with your depreciation. Instead you are maintaining a separate account where this separate account is having your depreciation on the asset for the life of the asset. Yes or no? If the asset is used for last 3 years, so in that case, in this provision for depreciation account, the 3 years of depreciation would be accumulated. Yes or no? So as you are maintaining a provision for depreciation account, means this provision for depreciation account, the depreciation on the asset for the life of the asset, how many years it could be, that the depreciation for those years would be accumulated and it would represent in your provision for depreciation account. That's it. So in the year of sale, it should be transferred here. Yes or no? As we need to know the profit or loss on sale. To know the profit or loss on sale of the asset, it should be depreciated. Yes or no? So in that case, as the asset is maintained at original cost, so today as we are selling the asset, so this depreciation or the accumulated depreciation for the previous years, these all years depreciation should be transferred to your asset account. Yes or no? As we are supposed to transfer our provision for depreciation account to your asset account, so your next transaction would be transferring your provision for depreciation account. So upon transferring your provision for depreciation account, so that means you are having your asset account, you are having your provision for depreciation account. Let us assume the asset was purchased on 2018, that is nothing but your to bank. Let us assume the asset was purchased in 2018. So in that case, so your assets, as your asset is maintained at original cost, there would be no depreciation, yes or no? So in that case, in the year of 2018, your depreciation would be recorded here. In the years 2019, your depreciation would be recorded. Your 2020, your depreciation would be recorded. Yes or no? So in the year of sale, so before calculating your current year's depreciation, so you are supposed to transfer your provision for depreciation account to your asset account. Yes or no? As you are selling the asset in the current year, so the previous year's depreciation or the accumulated depreciation for the past years, that is 2018, 2019 and 2020, this depreciation should be transferred to your asset account. Yes or no? Yes or no? No. So as we are supposed to transfer it to your asset account, so here instead of transferring it to your asset account, as we are maintaining a separate account, particular account, so it should be transferred to your particular account. So upon transferring your provision for depreciation account to asset account, what is the journal entry? The journal entry would be provision for depreciation account debit to, it should be transferred to asset account only. But as we are maintaining the separate account, as the asset account was already closed, we are transferring it to a separate account. So to asset disposal account. That's it. Now your next transaction. So your next transaction, this is most important. Please concentrate here. This is most important. So upon transferring your provision for depreciation, so we have transferred our depreciation for 2018. We have transferred our depreciation for 2019, and also we have transferred our depreciation for 2020. Yes or no? But the asset is sold on which? So the asset is sold on which year? 2021. So that means we have provided the depreciation for 3 years, but not the current year. Yes or no? Yes or no? In the provision for depreciation account, the depreciation would be only accumulated for the previous years. Yes or no? So that means in the current year, so instead of recording your depreciation, or instead of transferring it from your provision for depreciation, as the provision for depreciation account was already closed, so in the current year, you are supposed to depreciate the asset. Yes or no? So in the current year, the depreciation, as we are supposed to depreciate the asset, so what is the journal entry in general? So your depreciation account debit to your asset. So this is general journal entry. Okay, let's concentrate. Sir, please concentrate. Sir, you said that this is the journal entry, but as we are maintaining our provision for depreciation, it should be replaced with the provision for depreciation. Yes or no? That would be your main question. Yes or no? So please concentrate here. So this depreciation, whatever we are providing is nothing but your current year's depreciation. So in the current year, as we are selling the asset, the provision for depreciation, whatever you are having, or the accumulated depreciation, whatever you are having for the previous years, that was already transferred to your asset disposal account. Now, so as the previous year's depreciation was already transferred to your separate account, means current year's depreciation should also be calculated. So current year's depreciation also we should transfer. Yes or no? We need to record the journal entry for the current year's depreciation also. So in that case, the journal entry for depreciation, what is the journal entry, sir? The journal entry would be depreciation account debit. Depreciation account debit to which account we are supposed to transfer, sir? To which account we are supposed to transfer? We are supposed to transfer it to asset account or asset disposal account? Asset disposal account. Because the asset account was already transferred. The asset account was already transferred. We are transferring it to your asset disposal account. Next one. Next one. What is the next transaction, sir? Your next transaction would be your sale. So upon sale, what is the journal entry? What is the journal entry? Bank or cash account debit to asset in general. But as we are maintaining our separate account, so it should be passed through that account. So the journal entry would be bank account debit to asset or asset disposal? Asset disposal. Why not asset account? Because your asset account was already closed and it was already transferred. Next one. Profit on sale. So upon profit on sale of asset, what is the journal entry? In general, the journal entry would be asset account debit to P&L account. But as we are having a separate account, so your asset account should be replaced with separate account. That is your asset disposal. So the journal entry would be asset disposal account. Asset disposal account debit to asset disposal account debit to profit and loss account. So your last transaction would be either it could be if there is a loss on sale. So if there is a loss on sale, in general the journal entry would be P&L account debit to asset account. But in our case, as we are maintaining a separate account, it should be passed through that separate account. So the journal entry would be P&L account debit to instead of asset account, it should be transferred to asset disposal account. That's it. So these are your journal entries in case if the company is maintaining a provision for depreciation account and the asset disposal account is maintained. Okay, your first transaction would be for transferring the asset to asset disposal account. Yes or no? Because as this asset disposal account is maintained only for the purpose of knowing the profit or loss on sale of asset, so this asset would be transferred in the year of sale. Next. So as we are having our provision for depreciation account, means this provision for depreciation account is nothing but an account which accumulates the depreciation of the past years. Yes or no? So in that case, as we are having the depreciation of the past years, depreciation of this asset. So this asset, as we are selling today, the depreciation should be closed in that account, or the asset should be written down to its value. So now, so upon transferring the provision for depreciation account, the journal entry would be provision for depreciation account debit to asset disposal account. So now, in this provision for depreciation account, there is no current year's depreciation because in the current year, as we are selling the asset, so you are going to cancel this provision for depreciation. Okay, so in that case, the journal entry would be provision for depreciation account debit to asset disposal account. So as we have transferred our provision for depreciation account, as you are selling in the current year, so the current year's depreciation should also be provided. Yes or no? As we are supposed to provide our current year's depreciation, upon providing the current year's depreciation, the journal entry would be depreciation account debit to asset disposal account, because we are preparing our separate account. Upon sale, the general journal entry would be bank account or cash account debit to asset, but we are replacing with our special account or separate account. Yes or no? So asset account debit to asset disposal account. Upon profit on sale, in general, upon profit on sale, the journal entry would be asset account debit to P&L account. But as we are maintaining a separate account, so it should be replaced with asset disposal account to P&L. That's it. Upon loss on sale of asset, the general journal entry would be, P&L account debit to asset. That's it. We all know. But as we are maintaining a separate account, the journal entry would be P&L account debit to asset disposal account. That's it. Let's continue here. So your next topic would be when the provision for depreciation account is maintained and your asset disposal account is not maintained. So in that case, as the asset disposal account is not maintained, all the transactions would be recorded through your asset account. Yes or no? So the first one. So your first transaction would be what's sir? Transferring the provision for depreciation. Sir, why not transferring asset disposal? Because you are not maintaining the asset disposal account. So your first transaction would be transferring. Your first transaction would be transferring. What we are transferring? We are transferring our provision for depreciation. We are transferring our provision for depreciation. So now continue. So upon transferring, what we are transferring? Provision. Upon transferring provision for depreciation. So upon transferring provision for depreciation account, what is the journal entry? The journal entry would be provision for depreciation. Provision for depreciation account debit to. Are we maintaining our disposal account? No. So to directly it should be to your asset account. So to asset account. Next one. So your next transaction would be for providing your current year's depreciation. So for providing current year's depreciation, what is the journal entry? The journal entry would be depreciation account debit. Depreciation account debit to. Are we maintaining a separate account? No. So to your asset account only. So depreciation account debit to asset account. Next one is nothing but your upon sale. So upon selling the asset, what is the journal entry? The journal entry would be either it could be cash or bank account debit to asset account. Next one. Upon profit on sale. What is the journal entry? The journal entry would be your asset account debit. Your asset account debit to P&L account. Sir, if there is a loss, in case of loss on sale, the journal entry would be your P&L account debit to your asset account. Yes or no? Now please concentrate here. So if the provision for depreciation account is maintained and if the asset disposal account is maintained or not maintained, so please concentrate here. So upon transferring asset to asset disposal account, here there would be no entry because we are not maintaining an asset account. So here let us continue. So upon transferring your provision for depreciation account, so you are transferring to your asset disposal account because you are maintaining a separate account and the asset account was already closed. Upon transferring provision for depreciation account to your asset account in general, so in our case, as we are not having any asset because the asset account was already closed, so instead of transferring it to your asset account, we are transferring it to asset disposal account. But in case when you are not maintaining your asset disposal account, it would be transferred to your asset account directly. So upon providing the current year's depreciation, the journal entry would be, in case you are maintaining the asset disposal account, it would be depreciation account debit to asset disposal account. Because you are maintaining a separate account, it should be asset disposal. In case if you are not maintaining the separate account, it should be transferred to your asset account. This is just replaced with your asset, that's it, because you are maintaining a separate account. Now, so upon sale, the journal entry would be bank account debit to asset disposal. In case if you are maintaining the separate account, If you are not maintaining the separate account, the journal entry would be bank account debit to asset account. Upon profit on sale, if you are maintaining a separate account, it would be asset disposal account debit to P&L account. If you are not maintaining a separate account, it should be asset account debit to P&L account. Upon loss, if you are maintaining a separate account, it would be P&L account debit to asset disposal account. If you are not maintaining a separate account, it would be P&L account debit to asset account. So this is about your profit and loss on disposal of fixed asset. What type of fixed asset? Depreciable fixed asset. Yes or no? So not maintained, maintained. Asset disposal account maintained, not maintained. Asset disposal maintained, not maintained. I hope you all understood. Thank you.